Welcome to part 2 of the video. Sorry we got rushed there at the end, so I just wanted to summarize for this question here. If the question just said, find the two numbers, then you can stop your work right here, which is at 4 and -4. But if the question asked for the minimum product, then you actually have to find the minimum product by using this product formula right here. So it's very important that you read the question to know how far you have to take it. So please make sure you read the question. So we're now going to move on to the third type of example. So the third type of problem is a revenue problem. So here's the question. Calculators are sold to students for $20 each. 300 students are willing to buy them at that price. For every $5 increase in price, there are 30 fewer students willing to buy the calculator. What selling price will produce the maximum revenue, and what will the maximum revenue be? So what you need to know is revenue is equal to the cost multiplied by the number sold. So originally states that if we sell them for $20, you will get 300 students buying them. So our revenue at $20, if 300 students are buying it, our revenue is $6,000. If we increase the price by $5, so if we change the price to $25, 30 fewer students will buy the calculator. So that number drops from 300 to 270, and even though we're selling less calculators, the revenue is higher. If we drop by $5 again to $30, if we increase by $5 again to $30, we lose 30 more students, but our revenue still goes up. If we increase again to $35, we drop 30 more students, but our revenue is still increasing. If we increase another $5, we drop another 30 students, but now our revenue has gone down. So it looks like our maximum revenue is $7,350 if we sell the tickets at $35 or the calculators at $35. But what we have to do is solve this problem algebraically using a quadratic relation. So our let statement is let x be the number of times the price is increased by $5. So our revenue is, we're going to start at $20, and if we sell calculators for $20, we get 300 students. Now, if we add $5 to the calculator price, we're going to lose 30 students. If we add by 2 times 5, we lose 2 times 30 students. So what you're going to do is multiply this 5 by x. So for every $5 increase in price, we're going to lose 30 students. So if x was 1, if we increase the price once, this would be 20 plus 5, and this would be 300 minus 30, so it would be 25 times 270, which is what we've got there. If we increase the price by 5 twice, 5 times 2 is 10, and our price is $30. 300 minus 30 times 2, that's 300 minus 60, and that's where you get the 240 from. So there's your equation. In the revenue questions, you only have to deal with this one equation. You don't have to deal with 2 separate parts. So now all we want to do is average the zeros. Once again, if you wanted to complete the square, you'd have to FOIL this out, put it into standard form, and then complete the square. But since it's already in factored form, we're going to find the zeros. So the first zero, the first factor, figure out the value of x when the first factor is equal to 0. So we're going to subtract 20 from both sides and then divide both sides by 5. The next factor, we're going to figure out when it is equal to 0. So we're going to add 30 to both sides. So we're going to add 30x to both sides and then divide both sides by 30 and you get x equals 10. So those are your zeros. To find your vertex, so the x-coordinate of the vertex is found by adding the two zeros together, and that is equal to 3. So that means if x is equal to 3, we have to add $5 to our price 3 times. So therefore, we should sell the calculators for 20 plus 5x, so 20 plus 5 times 3, that's equal to $35. Because x was how many times we had to add $5 to the price. Now, because this question does ask what will the maximum revenue be, that means we do have to figure out what the maximum revenue is. So our revenue formula was 20 plus 5x, which is 3, times 300 minus 30x, which is 3. So that's 20 plus 15 and 300 minus 90. So that's 35 times 210. And that is equal to $7,350. And that's what we got up above here. So remember, when you get these questions, if you just do it this way, you will not get marks. This is not worth marks. This part here is not worth marks. What we're doing is we want to see if you can take this process, model the scenario with a quadratic relation, and figure out the vertex. Once again, make sure you read the question. Did you just need to find the selling price? If so, you stop here. Or did you also need to find the maximum revenue, which means you stop here. So that concludes our lesson on modeling max and min problems. So those are the 3 types of problems that you'll be responsible for. So they were area problems, sum and difference problems, and revenue problems. If there's anything you don't understand, please ask your teacher during the next class. Thank you.